I did it!
And the new Flyin Miata one.
Whoa. Oh, this sounds really bad. Oh, this is really bad. So I got my exhaust. This is a used Flyin Miata muffler that I got off of Facebook, and it's pretty much ready to go. All it needs is a car to attach to, which is in the alignment shop for the weekend, so that's not happening for a moment. So in the meantime, I'm gonna clean this off with some dish soap because it looks kind of like dusty, and I'm also going to order the exhaust gasket that goes on this end off of Flyin Miata's site. But I really didn't think I'd be getting an exhaust. I never really cared about that until I drove the car for a bit, and then I realized that would be something I'd really enjoy. So the reason it's a Flyin Miata exhaust is because I don't really want anything loud. I just want it to sound a little nicer, just a little bit more volume and sound a little nice. Ideally something mature, essentially. And I found a lot of comments online that if you want a subtle upgrade that has a more mature sound, this is the one to get. I don't think I'm ever gonna get a new mid-pipe or some new headers, but I didn't think I'd be here, so very tiny chance I might go down that path if this is not loud enough. Yeah. So I'm gonna clean this up and order that seal.
I've been most excited for this upgrade on my Miata because I've never changed an exhaust system before, or even been in a car with an aftermarket one.
Remember a few episodes ago when I found my my oil leak? Yeah, there's not a day that goes by where I'm not reminded that that is still an issue.
So I dove right into this one because I knew it can't be that hard. All I have to do is remove 2 bolts and 3 hangers.
Oh no.
But
this is definitely gonna take a while.
But I was most concerned about these 2 bolts being absolutely rusted in place.
Whoa!
And I set my expectations so low
Imagine
that I was actually quite shocked that these just came out with an impact truck.
Whoa! Maybe I should have got this the whole time. Oh man, maybe I should have got this a while ago.
But I was still quite anxious that it was going to have some sort of rusty roadblock.
Yo, is it stuck? Of course it is. Oh no. It's like glued on.
And of course that seemed to be the case here too. I was pretty certain that the issue here was that these 2 metal flanges were rusted together. So I tried hammering at it just because why not, and guess what?
Oh.
It wasn't that they were rusted.
Did that work?
It was that the muffler's flange was getting caught on those threads.
Ha! I feel like I've learned how to work on this stuff.
So with some more hammering, the muffler finally started coming off, which was a pretty big relief.
Hey! Nice. So these exhausts are usually hung by these rubber mounts. So there's a bar for the exhaust that comes in here, and then this also has a bar to the car. And those have like circular nibs at the end that prevent them from slipping off, so it's kind of a pain to get them off. I'm gonna try my vice grips to see if I can get them off.
So this ended up becoming one of the most difficult things I had to do on this car for any of my upgrades or maintenance.
Okay, that doesn't work.
It was a complete pain to pull that rubber piece off. It needed a lot of force, and on top of that, it's at such an awkward angle that it's really difficult to do it too. So I struggled on this for a while.
Got some zip ties. I'm gonna see if I can use that.
So after I had no luck with the vice grips, I had to start getting more creative. It was a real big pain to slip the rubber off of the metal when it had an extended nub at the end to prevent exactly that. So I was wondering if maybe I could try and stick a zip tie in there to help the rubber slide out over it better. It was kind of a weird idea, but I really didn't know what else to do because nothing was working. But then I had the brilliant idea to watch a video to see how this is actually done. and that video suggested to use a pair of C-clamps which can help you get leverage on it nicely, except that I don't even have those.
So the way to do this apparently is to use something called C-clamp. So that way you can hold one against the nub, one against the rubber, and you can pull it off. I don't have that, so I just took a screwdriver and I stuffed it in there to kind of pry it out, and it slipped open. So I might be able to just get away with this. Yo! I did it. Nice, nice. This is the way to go.
It felt like a pretty janky idea, but my creativity here saved me a trip to the hardware store.
How am I gonna reach in there too?
So I was pretty happy with how that turned out. So with the 2 bolts and a hanger removed, all that was left was 2 more of these hangers.
There we go. There we go. I got it off.
It felt pretty good to make progress. I was really worried that I was going to get stuck on this exhaust for days.
See how it came off the thing on top? And then this one's a little harder to see. There's another one of those. Right there. Pulling that rubber off of that rod with that nib on the end is quite difficult if you don't have the nice grip, the nice clamp that can open it up. So I literally just stuck a screwdriver kind of like alongside that bar and like pried at it, and sprayed it with a bunch of WD-40, which is why it's all wet. So I got 2 done here, and there's one more on the other side, and then this will be out. Oh my god.
My technique of just using a ton of WD-40 and prying off the hanger with a screwdriver was painful, but it was working. So it was finally almost out.
Yo, I did it! Oh my god! Oh. I did it! Wow! Wow, this is pretty cool. You can see the old exhaust there, quite huge actually, and the new Flyin Miata one is pretty small here. I didn't expect such a drastic size difference, but I guess if this is slightly less restrictive to make a little bit more noise, I guess that checks out. But yeah, that was interesting. Cool. Oh wow, this slides on so much easier too. So I'm gonna put these on the car first.
So with the old one out, I started putting the new one in.
Gasket is in. That was a pain in the butt, but I expected it to be a pain in the butt, and my expectation's so low that I'm genuinely kind of surprised I finished it. I think it only took me about 2 hours. So I'm not fully confident the gasket is fit properly, but I mean it's tightened up and I don't see much of a gap at all. So I think I'm gonna give it my first start, see what I think. Whoa. It definitely was low. It definitely was like a deeper sound. Wow.
Oh wow, this is quite deep. Whoa.
Okay, I'm glad I got this and I didn't get anything more. Definitely a noticeably deeper kind of reverberation going on. So I'm gonna see if I can take a little test drive. I'll see how it feels.
Here's some before and after clips so you can get a better idea of the difference it made. And finally, time for a test drive. But unfortunately, I didn't even make it to the end of my driveway before it was pretty clear that something was wrong. There was that really weird metallic rattle. I was really confused.
Oh, this sounds really bad. Oh, this is really bad.
Like, why would an exhaust cause that? It never
Oh, this
ends.
is really bad. Oh, this is so funny. But also,
And just in
what the
case if you
hell?
thought it wasn't that bad, I promise you, it was bad. Like, real bad. So because of that, I unfortunately couldn't take a proper test drive. So next episode, I'm gonna figure out what the heck is going on with my car and then take the proper test drive. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one.